Hello. It says we're live. Oh my god. All right, well, I'm just going to set you down on the floor. How about that? You be all right with that? Oh. Hello, good morning. How you doing? Kind of gone. I hope you're doing well. I am fairly exhausted, although, wow, that's overheated, isn't it? I didn't know it was going to get hot in there. I wondered about it. It's not super hot. It's nice and toasty warm, actually. It feels good. But I have my computer in this backpack, and apparently that's not going to be the business. So I've been staging my thing. Good morning, Blackie. I've been staging my trip. I've been living as if, so that when I'm on the road, I'm already in the, I know where everything is, already in the groove, all that stuff. This is called a frowny. It keeps me from frowning. Hi, Specs. What is up, girl? How you doing? Nice to see you here, honey. So I guess I'm not gonna be able to keep my laptop in there because it got warm. For those of you who don't know, I'm about to go overlanding. We're going to go adventure filmmaking for a couple months, and so we've been getting everything packed up and ready to go. You wouldn't even believe like how long it takes to really get packed up and ready to go. Make sure you've got all your gear, make sure everything's organized. My hands are so messed up, you guys. I'm in so much pain. I have to wear gloves now. I'm like, a couple of these are borderline infection. Not infection, I don't know, whatever. Specs, honey, thank you, babe. I don't get to come on live and watch many lives. And when I do, ever so occasionally, I catch you and I'll drop in and check you out. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm going to actually set up the stream now for our members and subscribers only. And we need to do an 820, 420 somewhere. So let's go ahead and do that. I am reading your comments. Just give me 1 second. How many of you took typing class in junior high school with the actual typewriters? What is it? A. I can't use my pinky anymore because I don't have any much feeling, but it's like do, space, do, space, do, space. And it's so loud because it's typewriters. Do you guys remember that? I know I'm not the only old ass motherfucker up in this bitch. I know I'm not the only old ass motherfucker up in this bitch. I'm gonna let YouTube choose conservative ads on this one. How about that? Now I need to put my, it's always, so here's the thing. If I don't get up and do the stream first thing in the morning, then I've got to wait until after my morning routine. And that means everybody's got to get fed, everybody's got to get pooped, everybody's got to get blah, 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 blah. All right. Hey, Alan. All right, so now I'm back. Let me expand this. And I wanted to come on like right at 8:20 because I am very organized. Let's see. Oh my God, the return mark. Oh, so awful. Hey, Jazz. 42 years old and proud, babe. You're such a baby. You know, I'm 54. Basically, whoever I'm older than, they're a baby. Too much of a mess. Yeah, see, that's why I like to call it coffee with dogs, right? Get up and have coffee with you guys before I do anything. Like literally, I was just waking up and getting my coffee and turning on the live stream and coming on with you guys. It's 78. I can't sit on this thing again today. I need to sit on this thing here. And smoke a doobie. Where's my stuff? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, Specs, I agree with you in a sense that I never feared getting older myself. And my first job, I was a waitress at a retirement home when I was 15 years old, waiting tables for, you know, in a retirement home, you move in when you're like 55. But then what happens? The retirement home becomes a nursing home. Well, I learned a lot there. And one of the things that I learned is that from one of them, because I wondered, you know, and she told me, she's like, the ones who had very close relationships with their grandparents and other elderly people, they're comfortable with aging. Because she was telling me about how some of them are pissed off about aging and some of them just embrace it and they're happy. She's like, I think it's the ones who had close relationships with their elderly people that age and are happy, and the ones that maybe didn't have those role models or didn't have good relationships with their elderly people, maybe don't embrace getting older, right? I'm lucky in the sense that actually, so like my body, I've always been in incredible pain because my back is broken. So I've always felt old in that sense. Like people are like, oh, my back, oh, I'm in so much pain. Well, I've always had body pain. For 35 years, my back has been broken like it is now. At least that's the first x-rays I got. I don't know how long really before then. And so I walk around like that and it's been broken worse and it's been injured. And so I deal with that on a daily basis. So I've always felt old. And then like, let's talk about menopause, right? I still have regular stupid periods, but I have like PMDD, so they're really bad. Well, I had irregular periods and didn't have a normal one for a very long time till after I had my son at 34 years old. So I've always been going through what is basically feels like menopause. So I've always felt 90 and I've always felt like I'm going through menopause. So this whole aging thing, I'm like, I don't notice anything. The one thing that really gets me is just the eyesight. Oh, Specs, that makes sense. Yeah. You didn't have your parents, your grandmother raised you. Getting older meant you'd be alone. Huh. Well, I don't like to hear that. I hope that that you're not alone unless you want to be. Yes, everything must grow. And there are times during my life when I smell like composting rose petals, and that's okay too. Quality of life, yeah. I was wondering about that last night too, because people come on and ask me how old I am. And it's like, what are they going to do with that information? In our brains categorize things. That's who we are and what we do. Our brains categorize stuff, everything. That's why it's like, I always tell people, I'm like, we're not actually racist in the sense that people think we are. We categorize stuff and we choose things that are like ourselves because it represents less danger. But I don't even know what I was just talking about. Let me have some coffee. age. So they're gonna ask me my age, and then what? And then what? Ryan, you like my big, I need bigger ones. You know what? I will get some bigger ones just for you. I did pack my tiny hands and my tiny violin. I sort of miss them, but they'll be all right. They're not coming overlanding with me. Why, kitty? She's a very vocal cat. Hi. Come here, kitty. Are you a good kitty? Huh? Are you a good kitty? Oh, yeah. See, for me, I just get to experience that like monthly with my period. So every time I think I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why am I depressed? I'm like, oh, it's my period's coming. Hey, Cranston. Oh, my back, you guys, fuck. I just can't wait to get out of here. Oh my God, it's so close. It's so close. We got all of today and tomorrow, and then we're out of here. I would love to leave tomorrow in the afternoon. That would make mommy happy. If you guys don't know who I am or what I'm doing, my name is Genevieve, and I have a Patreon that's Gen V Night. It's in the description of this video. It's my private adult community. Hannah, hi honey. I go overlanding. We go out adventuring. Over the fall, I went to Shasta, Napa, and everything, and did some big photo shoots there. I have a calendar for sale that's got all those beautiful photo shoots, and I'm releasing the videos of the photo shoots. I've got the first one coming out. It's actually not the first photo shoot, it's the third photo shoot, but it's the first video I'm releasing the photo shoot of. That's on Patreon. So if you want to see my private community stuff, that's patreon.com/GenVNight. In the description of this video, you'll find that there. And if you join today or tomorrow, you get the free January photo from the calendar. You like my pink hat? Thank you. Where's Frank? I need Frank. That's so funny, Specs. So here's the thing, right? I don't know. I mean, I know your Specs appeal, right? Well, so I have like 85 different glasses because I love clear, black, pink. Those are my things. Clear, black, and pink. I love them. And I always have many around, because why, right? Because they go disappearing. And as far as the size is concerned, it's just like fashion. We'll go through times where little ones are in fashion, and we'll go through times where big ones are in fashion, and those are the ones you can find in the store. I'm not weird, you're weird. I'm not weird, you're weird. I'm not weird, you're weird. Hold on, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. There we go. There we go. I'm not weird, you're weird. Your glasses are like this, big like that. It's like in the 70s. In the 70s, everybody wore big specs. Uh-oh. I'm not weird, you're weird. So I've got all these show notes, show ideas, right? And I know I keep talking about it, I keep saying I'm doing it. It's because I'm kind of more of a one-man show than I ever realized. You're in Chico. Oh, okay, shoot. That's where Firewall went to college, in Chico State or whatever. Chico Community College? I don't know. Isogaboro. No, I'm talking about someone else, not me. Were you just waiting to say something like that? I know what universities I went to. I went to actually a couple different ones. No, I was talking about someone that I've talked about many times on the channel. Went to Chico. Smaller frames, yeah, totally. These are smaller. These are the in-between size, and then they went to big ones like this. See how much bigger they are? And now I'm back to this is how I see the world. Not exactly, I'm not that bad. Oh, they make you physically ill. Interesting. Okay, so that's one of the things that makes old people really fucking mean and angry all the time, is the vision going. The other thing is, like, I don't have arthritis because there's something radiating out of my shoulder that's making my hand go carpal tunnel all night long. But all day long I drop stuff. I'll pick it up and my hand will not grip it and I'll drop stuff. That's very frustrating. And that's gonna make you fucking pissed off when you're old. You know? All the stuff that you could once do that you want to do and now you can't do it, it's enough to piss you off. It is. Sorry. Some safety goggles. I love you. You know what? You're so creative and wonderful. I just think that we'd have a good time together. We'll do a duet sometime if you want to. We could do a duet. That would be so much fun. Or a podcast. We'll do a podcast together. Oh my God, you're so funny. You don't wear shoes. You're a funny girl. Pants and shoes, yeah. So skirts are really the best, skirts and dresses. As a matter of fact, when I go out overlanding, a lot of the time I wear just skirts and dresses because it's easier. Well, not overlanding, like if I was living homesteading, I did realize that overlanding clothes and homesteading clothes are very, very different. My homesteading clothes aren't necessarily going to work for overlanding. For overlanding, I need like camping type of clothes with lots of pockets, and I need clothes that the dog hair won't stick to. All my homesteading clothes are cozy, comfy, fuffy, and fluffy, and they get dog hair all over them, so I need regular way to launder them and really pull out all that dog hair. But when I'm overlanding, I'm not going to have laundry with me, and I cannot stand the dog hair poking me through my clothes. So I'm going to have to take these. And then I need some kind of other sweater or shirt or something besides things that can get dog hair on them. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers. Who's that? Is he an astronaut? Oh, football team. Okay, what? Oh, was he an astronaut? Do you guys know I photographed Buzz Aldrin and his wife? I didn't even know who they fucking were when I was taking their picture. I don't know people in 3 dimensions. I can see them in 3 dimensions and not know who they are. It's weird. Wood is see-through. My aunt had the cute ones that are see-through. Yes, barefoot with a long coat. Exactly. Exactly. So I've got a method to my dresses. So first of all, obviously it's easier to go pee pee on the homestead when you're out tending to things and you got a pee pee, you just squat and pee pee. And you have a designated area of your skirt somewhere out of the way that you can ooh, 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 until you get back to the house and you can, you know, change or wash it, right? And then there's other parts of the skirt that are meant for like blowing your nose. Of course, it's best if you have a layer like the apron layer, because the apron layer is even better because it's got pockets and you can blow your nose or whatever. And I mean, that's really it. Skirts are the homestead way, but when it comes to overlanding, I thought I was going to have all my warm stuff with me, my dresses and all that stuff, but it's not going to work the same as homesteading. Overlanding is different. Yeah. You guys are cute. So Specs and Barefoot. Specs, share your channel so Barefoot can come on over, or anybody who wants to. Specs goes live, and she's just a sweetheart, and she does like Trivia Thursday, I think, and just a chill vibe. Ridiculotherapy. What is walking barefoot? Yeah, share your channel. Is it just at Specs Appeal? Oh, I don't have my cakes on today right now. I realized that I had my boobs taped together for like 3 straight days without taking the tape off. I was like, what? Oh my God, I forgot all about them. And today's the day I'm going to have to bathe. I'm just gross right now, honestly. I'm super fucking gross. And so here's the thing, all right? So I've kept this channel pretty small because I'm having a hard time doing the same time every day. While we're on the road, I'm going to try to do the same time every day. I'll be running around a lot less. I'm not going to be moving out. My body's in a lot of pain because we've been moving around, everything, picking up, bending. I've been doing things I should not do. Almost had an actual catastrophe yesterday that it would have really changed everything. But we didn't, and it was good. And I had to slow down and let everybody know, hey, let's remember to be really careful. Nobody needs to be getting hurt on our trip. So I can't wait till we can just, like, I'm no longer carrying boxes out of this fucking house and putting them in storage and couches and secretary desks and all this stuff. I'm looking at this stuff like, man, I have a love-hate relationship with belongings, honestly. I've kept this certain bit of furniture that I have specifically when I move into my tiny house. But at the same time, I despise it because I'm sick of having to move it around. I only want what I can carry on my body, honestly. I shouldn't say that out loud because that's like oming. That's like making it a reality. Don't ohm unless you know that it will remove your attachments, which means it could take away all of your belongings in one way, shape, or form, either all at once or slowly over time. When you ohm, it releases, you're concentrating on the vibration of non-attachment. So people are like, oh, ohm. I'm like, I hope you know what you're doing, homie. Omi. Oh, that's a new one. So here's a couple of trademarks. Anybody on here? Because I'm probably never going to do it. Okay. Trademark. Omi. It could be like a new, like a sitting in meditation. And then Terp Nerd. Trademark. Terp Nerd. I realize I'm a Terp Nerd. Quarterback. Okay. Green Bay Packers. Oh, Green Bay Packers forever. Got it. And I also realized this is all that I need in my purse. My dugout, my lighter, these 2 cards, and some glasses, and some, this stuff I have gotta have. Does anybody else have to have chapstick? Ooh. This is Trader Joe's lip balm. Hopefully they still carry it. The first ingredient is olive oil. Olive oil stops bruising, so if you whack yourself, you just reach for your chapstick and put the chapstick on it and it will not bruise. It has to do with like the omegas or something. It's just like why you put a steak on your face if you get hit, if you're gonna get a black eye, you put a steak on it. It's the same thing. Extra furniture and stuff, minimalist lifestyle. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. And the older the kids get, the less stuff you're going to want to have to take care of too. Minimalism is great. So I used to be one of those people that love the old Victorian homes packed to the gills with old antique stuff. That's how I was raised. And I mean, we had a very modern home, my family, but my great-grandmother had this big Victorian home packed to the gills with antiques. And I just love those Victorian homes. I just fucking love them. But the older I got, the more simple I want my life and the more appealing a modern home with excellent windows and insulation and all the, you know, you can remake, retrofit or whatever it's called, a Victorian home. I get it. But here's the other thing about Victorian homes, all right? The squeaky floors, I used to love squeaky floors. Now I don't. I don't want the nostalgia anymore. That feeling of nostalgia makes me sick. It's a mental illness. And the smell, okay, yeah, you can paint it and the whole thing right. But the smell of those homes, even on people's live streams, like I watched this piano guy, right? And he's got his piano in the corner. It's clearly an old Victorian home. It's got the chair rail. It's got the wainscot. It's got old Victorian wallpaper on the top half. Honestly, I love the guy, but I have a hard time watching him because I don't like the feeling of nostalgia. I used to love it. Something happened. It doesn't work for me anymore. It makes me feel yucky. So I just right now I'm in a very modern minimalism phase, but that's the thing. I don't feel minimalist when I'm carting furniture around. But my furniture that I have is like my secretary desk is this deep. It sticks out this far from the wall. Well, the thick part sticks out this far from the wall. It's very narrow, so it will be perfect in a tiny home, and it functions in so many ways. I use it for my desk and my apothecary and this and that and the other thing. I've used it for my clothes in the drawers. And then my desk folds, both sides fold down, so it becomes literally this wide. That's the one I moved into my car by myself and hurt myself because I'm so smart. So Hannah, I went on my hip camp the other night and I saw my old hip camps that I went to. They're no longer taking reservations. Like outside of Burnsville and stuff. No longer taking reservations. I believe they got wiped off the face of the fucking earth. Spring in the... Okay, so that's different, yes. Okay, that's different, yes. That is very different from old wallpaper. Springtime, spring fever, spring is the best. That's a natural nostalgia that is somehow, that's the best, man. I think the closer season, maybe fall. Do you ever get that nostalgic feeling during fall and then Christmas and everything? Now, I'm always happy for Christmas, although you guys, I really do wish they'd come up with some new Christmas songs. Like, can we get a different playlist? Like, I don't really want to hear those Christmas songs when I'm in the stores anymore. Thank God I don't really go in stores much. I try to stay out of public as much as I can, you guys, anymore. It's on fire? Of course it is. You guys, they're turning it into it's not going to be the coal mining corridor. It's going to be the lithium corridor. They're getting rid of everybody. I heard this many moons ago, and then they started flooding and firing it out. Jesus. Hi, Nikos. Hi, honey. Okay, my name's not Sarah, but that's all right. Maybe in a past life. Yeah. Well, the other thing is that I don't need a big bed. I sleep on the floor. I slept on my couch. That thing is so comfortable. And so that I've kept that because it's like, that's the best sleep I've ever gotten, honestly, is that stupid couch. I'm going to be like 80 years old sleeping on that same stupid fucking couch. See? I have a little bag I'm going to be using, but I wanted to throw it in the wash. I used to go down to Chinatown in LA and I'd get these tiny little silk bags that had a loop on it, and I'd loop it around my pinky, and I called it a pinky purse because all I carried in there was just exactly what fit in there. And so I found a bigger one of it. It's a satchel that cinches at the top, and it's a little bit bigger. It could fit like this whole thing in it. But really what I want is a cargo skirt. My nipples are crooked. Cargo dress. Sorry. Cakes. Cakes for the nipples. I do have another pair I didn't need to buy. They're teardrop shape instead. What the fuck is going on here? There. Did we all feel better about that? I know I do. I can't wear brassieres, you guys, until I get my new titters. See these? Now this is a different shape. I've never worn these before. So let's say I wanted to wear them under a top that only is that big, which I wouldn't be doing, but a bikini top or something. And I didn't want my nipples to show in a bikini top, which would be really stupid anyway. I don't know. I didn't really need to buy these, but I got a deal for buying both shapes, I guess, is what it was. I don't really know. But I do like them because they do conceal, and then I don't have to wear a brassiere. But you really only need one size. And this size is fine. I could have gone a little bit bigger, and then what would happen is if I like wear a tank top or a tight shirt, it'll actually stick on the material and give me a titty lift. Okay. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. So I used to have this most beautiful boyfriend named Isaac Waters. He was so beautiful. He was a mixed boy, mulatto, they used to call them. He was a mulatto boy. And he was just so beautiful. And we really had a great relationship, but he got kind of nasty sometimes when he would drink. He called them titties. That's when I started calling them titties. At first I was like, don't call them that. And then I'm like, and it stuck. Uh-oh. You guys, if you're not already on my Patreon, it's patreon.com/GenVnight, GenVNIGHT. It's in the description of the video here. And when I go out on these tours, like I'm going right now, I do these epic photo shoots and videos and things like that. We're going to Death Valley and Yosemite and Shasta and Napa and Humboldt, all over the place. And the more pertinent lives where you can tell where I'm at and stuff like that and what's going on will be on for Patreon only, and it'll be blocked to YouTube members until a few days later when I'm not there anymore. And then I'll release that one. So the YouTubes will be like delayed lives unless I'm just coming on you, not to talk about that, but to just say hi, which of course I love to do. But as I've been saying, you know, go over there because I'll go there first or I'll go there next or something like that. But smash the bell, the subscribe, the bell, so that it's completely white, so that you get all the notifications. And that's how that works. Like I said, it's a private adult community, so it's really not for kids. And I've been filming all this stuff, packing and getting ready and trying to set the cameras up and just show you guys what's going on. I didn't for the past couple of days. It's a lot, man. These streamers who make their own videos and are constantly moving cameras around and stuff, that's a skill set right there. You know, the one Overlander that I love watching is, I think it's Ava or something. Hey, Syed. She does it herself. I don't know if she has an editor, probably. I need to get a Fiverr editor. But anyway, the videos I'm making show the process. You know, so I'm live streaming, I'm putting out shorts, and then I'm making these videos that I'll put out once a week is the plan, so that you can see what I've done in the past week. It'll take maybe, I'll do like one day of editing. You know, just do one day of editing and see what happens. And put them out once a week at the same time. Oh, it's a spider. Nope, don't go into my gear. I'm so sorry. God, I'm sorry. I hate fucking killing spiders. I am so sorry. I hope you have the best life. I hope you're Jesus next time you come around or something like that. I hope you're completely dead. Oh God. I only kill spiders when I'm so sorry, little spider soul. I feel bad. Oh, I feel so bad. Fuck. I hate killing spiders or anything. Ants. I don't care what it is. I'm so sorry. But it was headed for my shit, and it cannot live in my backpack, and it cannot live in my car. The car got vacuumed out, blown out. There's no fucking spiders in the car. No spiders in the gear. That's something we really have to be careful of. Every time you get out of your bed, shake it out, roll it up. Every time you get out of your tent, zip that shit up. No snakes and tarantulas in the tents. You know, where am I from? I'm a nomad, honey. I'm a nomad. There's no telling. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Oh, yeah. Check your shoes and boots. Yeah. That's a good point, Alan, because I'm carrying all my shoes and boots just in an open bag. I don't want to take that many. I'm going to narrow it down to like 3. Help me figure out which 3. Shit. Oh, mother, I can feel The sun falling over my head. And as I climb into an empty bed. Okay, ice hiking boots. Very warm, very comfortable. I won't twist my ankle. It will protect my foot very well. Back brace, knee brace, neck massager. These boots. These are really, really good for like kind of muddy, maybe like gardening. Just leave them zipped, leave them unzipped or zip them, right? These, I know these probably don't need to come with me. Watch this. In case I want to do a reenactment of the movie Up. Look it. It has a light. I guess the battery's dead. What it really needs is a lighter so I can stop. This should be a bowl. This should be a whole smoke situation here. Some old lady left this in my car and I tried to get it back to her. I called her a bunch of times, man, and they never answered me. And it's like, look, y'all, I wasn't trying to keep your stupid cane. So once I finally was going to get rid of it, I looked at it and I'm like, you know, I didn't know it folded up like this. It fits in a bag. And so I guess I'm stuck with it. I thought about calling her yet again. And I'm like, you know what, Genevieve, listen, you've called her 3 times. That's enough. That's enough. But it's just like killing a spider. I am overly conscientious and it gets on my fucking nerves. I care way too much about other people. And I only say that because it's not reciprocated the majority of the time. What's up, dinner? What's up, Dave? What's up, Syed? Hi, I'm Mary. You just haven't said anything worth reading. What have you said? I'm just like expecting you to come out with some bullshit. Channel activity. Maybe I'm remembering you wrong, but pretty sure. Maybe I'm remembering you incorrectly. Hi, how are you? I'm not ignoring you. I'm waiting to see what it is you're trying to talk about, and you really just haven't said too much, but hi. Hi, dinner. Okay? If you've been in the chat before and you've talked shit, that's why I'm ignoring you. If I'm remembering you incorrectly, my apologies. How are you and good morning. It's probably in your horoscope that someone's going to do that today, so don't worry about it. Just roll with the punches. Here we go. Mobility. And we've got here another knee brace that's very rigid. You know, this kind, just in case. So I've got 2 back braces, I've got 2 knee braces, I've got a cane, and I've got an ace bandage. I am definitely not trying to talk shit. Okay, and then I've got my little blower motor. Oh, so we're going to, let's see, Shasta, Napa, Humboldt, Yosemite, Death Valley, and other places in between. So then I've got these. Probably don't need both. So, not sure if I'll always have a black thing to match with my black stripes. Maybe I'm wearing a complete white outfit and I don't want black stripes. But maybe I'm wearing something black and I need stripes to balance it. And then I don't have these with me. Of course, I've got my Vans, limited edition. Then I've got my Sorels. Now, these things I love. I love, love, love. These are definitely going with me. The problem is, though, they're starting to get little spots and stains. How do I get that out? I've tried, like, washing. And then there's these. Clearly, the last time I used them, I stepped in something and didn't wash them, so I need to do that. Shoe cleaner guy, I do. Look, these are studded trail runners, Duo Max by Asics. These were given to, I want to say Jerry Hall. That's not his name. These were given to an Olympic runner as to try, and then I ended up with them, which is awesome. What the fuck is his name? Ryan Hall in Big Bear Lake, California. Studded trail runners. Sean, hi, how are ya? VIP, hello. 150 bucks. Okay, and then the finale. Now here's the thing. These straps should be on the sides, shouldn't they? But I'm versatile enough that I can adjust and manage. Hi, mate, can you get over it? I'm sorry, I apologize, honey. Are you gonna be all right? Hi, Amire. Oh, you hang it, like hang it on the wall or something? Do you know when you walk into a house and it's got that row, look, they were only 18 bucks. It's got that row of the wooden dowels sticking out. It's for hanging your boots on. Break them in, yeah. They're comfortable. They're very comfortable. Yeah, but I like them when they're on the side. If you're going to hang them on the wall, don't you want them hanging on the side instead of the toe sticking out from the wall? I do. Wellingtons, hiking boots, and Asics. Do you mean these Merrells? And these? What about the trail runners with the spikes on them? What if I'm walking on sandstone? What if I want to traverse to the top of a sandstone mountain and all I have are these? Do you think, Tashana, hi honey, do you think I'll need the studs? What if I have to go rescue someone who's down a sandstone cliff and I've got to traverse down there? Oh, these are not all my shoes. I'm very utilitarian. Girl, you know I just got this one at TJ Maxx, and you're gonna wait for it. Silk lined, baby. Get yourself into a TJ Maxx. This is made by Marcus Adler. They're probably on sale right now. They have them in different colors too, but isn't this just precious? And this is how you put on a beret. You take your hands in like this, and you put the back on your head first, and then you bring it up to the front. You can go wherever you want and position it however you want. No, Jazz, he actually, I wronged him in the chat. But we need to just move on now. I think, I don't know. I kind of happen to think maybe, well, in previous chats, I don't know. So what are we talking about? These. Okay. We'll take those. But what about these? Okay, so no to these. I'm going to need a pair of white tennis shoes. And what about these, though? Amy! Hey, girl. I'm coming to a town near you. Okay, Hannah, thank you for clarifying. Hannah, I love you. I love you, girl. I'm going to be in DV. We're going to go right through it. Yep. We got the Starlink. We got the Jackeries. Okay. Help me understand what to do with this now. My neighbor said since I've got one of those AAA car battery charger things that I don't need to take a spare car battery. But I always think it's a good idea to have everything you possibly can. So if there's room, maybe we'll take it, maybe we won't. Should we or not? Southeast edge. Yes. How far are you from Topeka, Tecapa, Pitaka, Catapa? You know I'm dyslexic, so that's going to be a hard one for me. Katapi, Chautauqua, Patapni? What is it? Don't bring the battery? Okay. So we're doing this whole corridor thing. We're going to go everywhere, basically from, in no particular direction I'm revealing today. But it'll be, I'll tell you guys that are on my Patreon when I do my lives. You'll know what's going on. People that might be lurking here won't necessarily know where we're at exactly. They might know after the fact because I'll release the lives a couple days later maybe. So when it isn't on fire, great. So we're going to say like Shasta, Humboldt. Well, Humboldt and Napa are on separate sides. So, but that whole area up there, the Trinity area, I wouldn't mind checking out the Go Road. Do you guys know what the Go Road is? The Go Road! And all those little spots in there. Then, like, as we come down or up, because you don't know what direction we're going in, maybe. Yosemite, right? Sequoia. Obviously, the redwoods up there. And got to go to Humboldt to get our good marijuanias. Alfie. And Death Valley. You know, all of it. Maybe Mammoth, and but that's kind of over on the other side. We might not do that whole situation. We're probably just going to do like that whole area straight up and down in between Shasta and Death Valley. Mendocino, Humboldt, Trinity. Yes, yes, girl. There's a spot I'm going to check out to see if it's a thing. This is planned for 2.5 months. It's like 10 weeks. Yeah, so it's nice out there, just cold. See, that's the thing. I'm paring down my wardrobe, and I was gonna take a shit ton of stuff in 2 separate garment bags and lay them flat under the dogs. And I just had them both on the things. If you saw my videos, I showed. I had 2 garment bags and then the dog beds on top of that. But then I was like, you know, and the reason I was taking so much stuff is because I'll have limited access to laundry. And after a couple of days of wearing this, if it's got a bunch of dog hair and it's sticking me in the skin, I can't wear it anymore. I don't care if it's dirty. I'm not stinky. But if it has a bunch of dog hair in it, I have to launder it and suck out all the dog hair. So I was going to take a bunch of stuff so I had plenty until I got to the laundry. But I'd rather take less. Oh, and in case I ended up finding a place I wanted to live and moving in to like an old country house, a mountain cabin or something. But cold and dry. Cold and dry, yeah. But I've learned how to live in the California mountain cold. I lived at between 75 and 8,500 feet in winters that were brutal. And I learned how to be very, very, very warm all the time, even outside. So that's a plus. I already know how to do that. I don't think it's going to be that harsh where we're going, though. And so I know layers are important, and I wanted to take a bunch of stuff. But now I just want stuff that the dog hair won't stick to. And I don't have to worry about taking a bunch of stuff. So I can offload a bunch of stuff if I have stuff that the dog hair won't stick to. But I know my clothes. I know what's warm. When you get new stuff, if it's like, you know, outdoor overlanding gear, because I have homesteading clothes. I don't have a whole lot of overlanding gear with dogs. So that's kind of what I need to do. But we don't want to be in towns. That's the thing. We're going to be like literally out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. I've been watching her stuff a little bit here and there. She's awesome. Why is it that Gen X women are just so assertive? I mean, I know why, but Kitty, she's a good girl. We had to be. Yeah, we'll drive through towns. That's true. We'll drive through towns. But at the same time, I just want to bring less. See, I vacillate. What I realize is homesteading is for that stuff. Overlanding is for ultra minimalism. Homesteading is for the big fluffy clothes and the big fluffy sweaters and all that stuff. And the layers of dresses that I have made in different, blah, 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 blah. That's for homesteading. Yeah, she seems like a good gal. Overlanding, you need stuff that's easy to wipe off, you know? So like right now I've got layers on. So these are lined and I've got a layer on underneath. I've been turning the heat way down at night. These are alpaca socks. So you guys hang out, you know her personally, but see this has dog hair in it stuck in the fleece. So I can't wear them just bare. And they're huge on me, so I need to get a much smaller size. Personal transponder. Well, we have a Starlink. I can get Starlink in my car as well. We've got iPhones that have satellite capability. Yeah, slick fabrics. Yeah, slippery. Like this is good, but the fleece lining is the thing that captures the dog hair. So do y'all know that iPhones can be used as satellite phones? How do I do my hair? So I wind my hair up in knots on my head at night. That's it. I use those rods and I do a forward spiral here, and supposed to do one here. Usually I just do these and I have that weird part in the back of my head though, because I don't give a fuck. What's the reason for the trip? Okay, so long story short, I belong not in society. I've literally lost my fucking mind living in this concrete box for the past more than 2 years. I've lost it. You saw me lose it. So skip forward. I also said I'm timeline jumping and my life might look like Inception for a little while. Remember that one? Shortly thereafter, it went into Inception mode. If you haven't seen the movie, just look at a trailer of the movie and you know what I mean. Things appear to be falling apart, but they're really just reconfiguring and falling together for what I asked for. Now, would it be nice to do it a little more gracefully? Yeah, I'm learning. But the reason is because I'm going fucking crazy here. Where are the shell toes? Why don't these have shell toes? That's what really gets me. Why don't these have shell toes? They're so hard to find. Cheap, cheap, cheap. You know, I love Adidas, but even though they were a Nazi company. So, Tashana, I will tell you on like a private member live over on Patreon what happened, or even a private member live here. Because it's deep and we'll talk about it in depth in a member live because it's like super personal and painful and a lot of different stuff going on. At the same time, it's amazing. Well, why don't these have shell toes? My favorite ones are the black shell toes with the white stripes, man. That's just, ooh, so iconic. So iconic. And they just look so fantastic with a black outfit or even whatever. I don't know. They're just so awesome. So what do we arrive at? My black ones, those Sorels. And see, the interesting thing about these are actually ice boots too. This heel right here stops you from falling over backwards when you slip, because most people, when they slip and fall, it's because their feet fly out from underneath them. But with this, that doesn't happen. But you're not used to having this chunk on the back of your foot, so it catches on stuff when you're going around about your day. I've managed, and I love these so much. They're super easy to get on and off. They're tall, and they're just so comfortable, and they kind of like roll me forward, so they're very easy to walk in. That's awful. Yeah, I twisted my ankle on ice and broke it off. That sucked. So then, which one of these? These, I act like I walk around a lot. I will when I'm out there. I'm not walking around this complex on concrete fucking sidewalks. Classic black Samba. Is that the one I'm talking about? Oh man, I'm hungry now. I have some brie cheese and sourdough bread. Tan ones with ankle supports look best for hiking. Does that support ankle? I've never twisted my ankle in these. Okay. So then what about the stuff I'm just going to wear every day? I could just wear those every day. I do love them, but they'll get so filthy. Maybe these. See, that's the part. That's how I ended up doing a whole calendar full of nude pictures, is because after a while, I'm like, I refuse to do this with my life. No clothes. They're nudes. I know, Amy. That's the thing, you know? And if it gets really cold, do I have all my gear? It's like I'm leaving a lot of it here that I would otherwise use. I'm doing like very minimal clothing. Kenneth, hello. How are you? Chuck Woody. I like that. Kenneth Chuck Woody. Yes, that should come tomorrow. The basket with the zipper thing so that they can pack it and then just lift it up there. And then when they take it off, we've got sunlight in the car again when we're actually at camp. Let me show you guys what I did with the kitchen. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, my hairs were really dirty. I'm going to show you what I did with the kitchen. Okay. Let's see. Roll my pants a bit. Run around car, that makes sense. That's handy, right? Just toss that shit in the back. Is it a basket like that or is it like a shell? Okay, so here's what I did. This is the thing that goes inside the back of my car that would be how you like access your spare. And you've got, you know, whatever else you want to put in there. So I've got it on a music keyboard stand, right? But look at this. And we can saran wrap it up before we get on the road so that it doesn't jiggle all over the place. Okay, this will move off of there. So here I've got, these things are not going to be sitting there. Watch. Okay. When I put this in the car, we'll saran wrap that shit. This just slides over here and kind of everything rolls and folds and opens. So I can roll and fold and open. I've been staging and practicing because I don't want to figure this out when I get on the road. So there's my cutting board and I can slide any of these three parts back and forth as I need it. I can turn this upside down. I've got a tray with a lip. I've got a cookie thing and a cutting board. Then I've got in here all my little shit, right? This stuff, right? Over here, you'll see that this generally slides easily over. And then I've got my cast iron, my stainless, because I'll make chili, and I make everything in here. Oatmeal, chili, shepherd's pie, everything. Strainer, in case we have to pan for gold or something. And then I've got, so this is the most important part over here, how this is configured. So I've got all my that junk, but then it reveals, I modded out, and I'm going to keep working on this design, right? So check this out. I made a little end because there was a hole here. So I made a little end where the knives can easily, be held into place here with a strap like that. And this will there's a hole here. So I'm going to put something down in the hole. So it's going to hold the knives in place while I travel. And then the cutting board goes right here and slips under there like that. Right? And then I've got this shit, and when I can just come over here and bam, 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 stand these things up so they're very easy to get to. And that's that. So everything has a place. Of course it does. This actually goes like this. This saran wrap holds the knives in place. They're sticking out a little far. I need something that goes right there. So I need something right here to hold this in place real nice, because that holds the knives in place while we're traveling. And then, like I showed you before, so then I've got this, move that over for now. This just folds on top of here. And that's it. So there's that. Now this will go in the back of the car, the very back, where you would have your spare and extra storage underneath. And we'll saran wrap that with a large saran wrap. And then I've got this here and this here. That shouldn't be there, but so these are just like little plastic bags. Here I've got, this is part of the wash station. So I've got 2 buckets. Okay, these are actual trash bags. Then this will come out and have my hot water in it. So then this is this bucket. I've got to move the car.
This is a reminder, Nude count.
Alexa, stop. So here's my tools. Perfectly organized. I've got soldering, I've got baling wire, duct tape, electrical tape, I've got all kinds, I've got fucking staples, staple gun, I've got glue guns, I've got flex shot, all of it. So then this goes in here. And then that goes in there. These 2 buckets are going to be how I wash dishes. Right? And then, so then what'll happen is, and then the garbage bags get pulled out of the bag like this. These are scented garbage bags. I cannot stand that smell. So that's why I've got it cinched up nice and tight. And you just pull out one garbage bag. So there's a whole roll in there. So, yay. So then this bucket is perishables. This is like pretty much all breakfast. There's room here for some more stuff like if we do cans, if we pick up some cans of beans, or I mean, whether they don't really need to go in here. Something that we want to, not whatever. So then this is our our non-perishables that need to be kept dry. So then you see that we've got these 2 things here, this and that, okay? This here, this is seed sprouting. So this is food. And then these are just extra ninjas. I don't see a reason why I would take the ninjas with me. Why would I take the ninjas with me? I mean, the cups, yes, but not like the actual Ninja blender. I don't see how I would really need to use that on the road. But let me show you, continue this just real quick. So these 2 buckets will go one here and one here. So this is the width of the car and back. It's the narrowest part of the car, actually. This will be right in front of it, and this will be right in front of it. The seats are out, so there's like a step down, and then we'll platform that. So then we'll have storage in here underneath. We'll platform that. I'll put, if I still am using a garment bag, I'll put a garment bag on there, and then the dog beds. So what my goal is, the kitchen basically can stay in the car or be lifted out and placed on that thing, which we can take with us if we need, because the back lift of the car can't always be open, probably when I'm cooking if it's like windy and shitty. But then we could put it in someone's tent or something, because they've got these huge verandas on their tents. So I don't know. We'll figure that part out, but I'm staging the car. So this stuff can go in the car with a storage underneath, and I'm narrowing my shit way down. So then there's a nice platform for the dogs and the dog beds. And then Corey's tech will go in where the removed seat from the second row is. All his tech will be right there. So if you can imagine where one seat from one row is, he'll be able to stack all of his shit all the way up. His Jackery chargers and solar panels, all of his streaming equipment, everything will go right there. Then this all breaks down and will go on the rack, the hitch basket. We've got a hitch basket that holds 750 pounds. And then, look at that. He got a little drift thing. I hope these things are safe. There's our little stove where I'm going to be cooking up some steaks or whatever. No, the steaks go on the fire. And then my neighbor actually asked me yesterday, he's like, hey, I've been wanting to ask you a question. What is that thing on top of your car shaped like a pizza box? I'm like, oh, that's the Starlink. And then we got talking, and it just so happens he was a ranger for like 20 years in Yosemite. Vince, my neighbor Vince, I don't think his wife likes me at all. Her name is Joy. She just always looks at me like I'm sour to her eyes. I might be. Maybe I should turn on retouch there. Do I look better? I do, actually. That retouch helps a little bit. You're going out this weekend? Oh, the people are coming to get the TV. We're just gonna return it. And we're within the window. We just didn't use it. We just didn't use it. I love this stuff. This is that mentholated nasal stuff. I love it. Ugh. It's just like mint and eucalyptus. It's so wonderful. All right, you guys, I need to do my thing. So smash the bell till it's solid white. And I will see you very soon. You know, I'm just popping on and popping on. Tell Kelsey about peroxide. You know, I can't because I'll get medical misinformation strike. Just Google it. Google microdosing with it. I don't know. So I will see you guys very soon. I need to eat. I love you. Thank you for being here, my members and subscribers and mods. I just love checking in with you guys. I always come on, I'm like, oh, I'll just be on for 10, 20 minutes. Then it's like 3 hours later because I love talking with you guys. So I will be jumping on. I'm trying to make videos of all this stuff as I go, like set up the camera and let it roll so that then I have something to edit for the long form weekly videos. I'll get there. When I'm out of here, it'll be much easier because I'll get to just fucking cook meals and chill. See you guys soon. Have a beautiful day.